Don't look now. If you didn't believe in the Detroit Lions, you better start believing in them. They are 5-1 for the first time since 2011. Kyle, what do you think of the Lions over the Bucs? They had to go down on the road, play them in Florida, and pretty dominant on both sides.
It was awesome. Peter, why don't you start us off, though? I'm going to step back.
I just thought it was interesting. They were down 7 players. Like, everyone looks at that Lions roster. No Jahmyr Gibbs, okay? No Brian Branch. Laporta was questionable. He ends up playing. Down 7 players, and they have no problem. Guys, the Lions are legit, and we know that. Everyone can look at the schedule and look at the record and say that. But consider what they've done. They've beaten the defending champions in their building already, okay? They've beaten 3 different first-place teams. They have not lost on the road. And the one game they did lose was a pretty good shootout with the Seahawks where they had a good shot at home. They destroyed the Buccaneers yesterday, despite all the creamsicle, despite all the fanfare, despite a bye week for Tampa and a game being flexed into the 4 o'clock window. Lions have won 4 straight. They blow out opponents. They beat them by double digits in all these games. We do flips over the Eagles and the 49ers. Guess who's got the same record right now? The Lions.
Is there a yeah, but you can put your finger on?
No. Because they are injured and they are still winning. And Craig Reynolds on these blocks is making big plays.
And then Jamison shows up and he looks amazing.
Jamo comes in and he's making the big play and he was supposed to be suspended. You know, this was in week 6. They played awesome. And it was from the start. Like, it was 3-3 early and then they just took care of business. Goff looks great.
Peter, you saw Brad Holmes after the game on the field, right?
Oh, my God. Just fired up.
Was he not just fired up?
And they're going in. The whole crowd in Tampa was obviously jacked up about the Tampa Bay creamsicle, but there were a lot of Lions fans, meaning Detroit fans traveled for this one. Again, like I said, Eagles are 5-1 now. 49ers are 5-1. We spent all September and the start of October crowning those 2 teams. 2 horse. Lions have the same record, and they've beaten better opponents.
They are. It's been impressive. And I said it on Friday. We were talking about it. It was like, all right, Tampa's coming off their bye week. I'm like, if the Lions are the team that we say they can be, and we're saying, all right, this Lions team is a top 5 team, they're a true contender in the NFC, you go on the road and you beat this Tampa Bay team, and they did it, and they did it convincingly. And you're talking about injuries in that game, and Montgomery goes down. The Lions couldn't do anything on the ground. They had about 46 yards rushing. Goff had to throw the ball over 40 times, and they still found a way to win, in part because of how well the defense played. And last year we watched the Lions team be successful. We talked about all the games they won at the end of the season. It was Goff and the offense that were absolutely balling. Remember they fired their DB coach, Aubrey Pleasant, was a fine coach in the NFL to shake things up. The defense improved, but under Aaron Glenn this season, they've been phenomenal. They've yet to give up 100 yards on the ground. Yesterday, Tampa Bay was 2 of 17 on 3rd down.
2 of 17?
2 of 17.
At home.
At home. Didn't give up a touchdown in an NFL game. Dan Campbell talked about that in the locker room after the game. He was fired up. Took a $5 bill out of his pocket to show his players. That's 5. They're 5-1. The Lions are absolutely rolling. I don't know, $5 bill, but hey, he had 5 on him. And the coach, I don't know if he got it from somebody after the game or was he coaching with a $5 bill in his pocket.
That's incredible.
I love that.
Like that.
Baker Mayfield after the game. This is a quote. "We sucked today. I sucked today. We sucked today. It was awful from the get-go. Can't play like that." Just incredible. And I have a take that I feel like I'm very hypocritical about. I think we're good on the creamsicles.
What?
Let me tell you why.
No, you're going to blame the... Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They always lose on those things.
They were bad for many years in those.
No, it's worse than you think. So when they debut them back in the day, they started with terrible losing streak, terrible era. Then they lose them. They go to the pewter and the red and all. That's great. They start bringing them back nostalgically in 2009. Since they have decided to bring them back every once in a while, they've lost 4 in a row. They're 1-4 overall. They're giving up 30 points a game. They lose by double digits. We always freak out, and Bucco Bruce is great. He's got a knife in his mouth, and they look so great. They suck in those uniforms. They absolutely suck. That's Baker's words. They were terrible. It's supposed to be look good, feel good. It's look good, feel good, play like crap. Those things are so bad, and it's terrible because they're so cool.
Look so good.
And on Friday, we wore them for the whole show. I didn't recognize that Tampa team. This Tampa team is one of the best stories of the early part of the season. They were awful. So as much as we like them, there's a lot of cool uniforms. I'm good on Bucco Bruce for like 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Like, they're terrible in that. And if you're management and ownership, enough. We suck every time we put them out. I'm starting to think it's not a coincidence. I'm starting to think we're waiting too much about how cool we look and uniform this, uniform that. The football's terrible. I'm sorry. I know the internet loves them. I love them. I love good football, and they never play it when they wear them.
Well, the Honolulu Blues working.
I'll go with that.
Lions are working.
The Honolulu Blues, great. We should all wear Lions jerseys. We did a parade on Good Morning Football on Friday. Look at the creamsicles. They sucked.
Lions fans
I feel like an idiot.
Happy about
They
that.
weren't Lions
Good, they
fans.
shouldn't
Lions
be.
fans weren't happy
All
about
right,
that.
we got to bring out the Herman Moore, the Brett Perryman,
Send them
Robert
to us. We'll wear
Porcher. Stacey, name any Lions player from the last 30 years. Who do you want? I'll get you the jersey.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin
Duh.
Johnson.
Barry Sanders.
Barry Sanders.
I got another take. Actual creamsicles overrated. I think
that I will not
string on the ice cream
that
truck.
I will not stand for.
Give me a bomb pop. Give me a chocolate taco.
First-round pick. I love creamsicle. That's
Really?
my first pick. First pick in the
First
give me that
overall
giant
pick?
Going for the
If I'm at the
creamsicle.
ice
You're not going
cream
to King Cone?
Give me the wrestler, the one with the wrestler.
Oh,
The
talk
cookie on the
about
front,
it.
chocolate.
Dales, what do you get
Ice
for the
cream in the middle?
truck?
Oh, probably just like the dip.
The dip?
Yeah, with the nuts on top.
Oh,
right?
hell
Yeah.
yes.
By the way, to your point, Jay, 46 rush yards. Aaron Glenn held him to 46
Back to the football.
Yeah,
Stacey wants
46. That's right.
football.
Get rid of the creamsicles.
10 different players. Okay, we don't have David Montgomery, ribs injury. We'll keep an eye on that. Jameer Gibbs is out still with that injury. So let's go to 10 different players. Montgomery was one of those guys. They spread the ball around. That's why Jared Goff is so special. Dark horse. I said I would run through a wall. One coach this year. I kind of would, if I were playing, I'd want to play for.
Campbell?
Well, Mike McDaniel, I might want to play for. It looks kind of fun, right?
Give me
But
Belichick.
Dan,
Seems like a pleasure.
Dan Campbell, did you guys see him? Every player that walked into that locker room, he's like, yeah, bro, come on, man. Every single player he is waiting for. And there's a special juice. Sheila Ford's got that thing going over there in Detroit.